Holy shit, where do I start? Okay, if you don't know, okay, so Disney just had, I watched the full conference, the full investors meeting of Disney, and what they're planning to Disney Plus and all this kind of stuff, and blah, 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 right? And we all thought it was just going to be, neat little announcements, it's probably be X, Y, Z, but holy shit! Holy crap, they dropped bombs! Pixar dropped some bombs. The animated studio dropped some bombs. Star Wars dropped some bombs. Marvel dropped some bombs. Like, absolutely every single aspect of Disney is just... You just go, what? What? I mean, even stuff you don't care about, you're like, what? They're doing that? They're doing a... they're doing a Chip and Dale's movie? Like a live action Roger Rabbit Chip and Dale's movie? What? What type of world do we live in? So this is going to be a long video, by the way. I'm trying to wrap all my thoughts across this. So what I'm going to do is going to talk about each section. And I wrote down in a book a good chunk of it. I didn't write down the Marvel stuff, but it's a lot. So hold on a second. Okay, so for the animation studios, for the animation side, the film that is scheduled for March of next year, called Wire and the Last Dragon, will be simultaneously, they're putting a bit of a HBO Max situation here, but they are going to simultaneously put it in theaters, but also do a premium access on Disney Plus for Wire and the Last Dragon, which we'll see how that goes. What I heard when they said the words, oh yeah, we're still going to do the premium access thing, I'm like, why? You tried it, you failed, you did the Disney, did you saw what happened with the Mulan? I just hope it's not $30. But it kind of makes sense. A little bit of like, hey, if you can't go to a movie theater, maybe you're still a little bit skeptical, maybe you're a little bit still worried. You can watch the film on Disney Plus. Plus, there's a thing they're going to do worldwide called Stars, which is pretty much the adults only 18 plus stuff. So you will get Deadpool and Logan, you'll get Die Hard, you'll get Kingsman, you'll get Alien. Talking about Alien, there's going to be for the FX side of things, finally we're getting some news about Y: The Last Man. But there's also, they're making an Alien show with the Legion showrunner set on board along with Ridley Scott. And it's going to be the first Alien property, probably outside Alien vs. Predator, all that kind of stuff, set on Earth. All that. So you're like, okay, that's enough. That's far. That's quite a bit of a thing. Well, what did he? Well, you have a hold on to there, because look at what we have for the Star Wars stuff. What we're going to get? We're going to get a Rangers of the New Republic, which they didn't hype it what that was all about. They didn't hype it about to say, hey, this show is happening. It's going to be done by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, along with a Ahsoka show, along with which is going to have Rosario Dawson playing as the character, as she did in episode 5 of this season of The Mandalorian. This is a show that I think a lot of people are going to look forward to. This is a show that this is a favorite character and all that, and people are going to jump out of their seats over. And here's the thing, I have only seen a little bit of Ahsoka Tano from Clone Wars and Rebels and that whole thing, and I'm like, guys, give me that show, give me that Ahsoka show. And I'm like, really, probably it's going to come out maybe in 2022, maybe 2023 for those couple of shows. One of the things for Obi-Wan is that it's going to come out, the song's going to start filming in March, and Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker in the prequels, is going to come back as Vader, which is going to be quite interesting. I think it might be a little bit half and half. I think because they said it's going to be set between 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith. So you never know. Maybe Obi-Wan just knows about there's this guy named Darth Vader and doesn't know it's Anakin. So it might be a little bit of like that big reveal of like, oh my god, in a way my brother is Darth Vader. He's working for the Emperor. He's all that. So it could be that whole mindset. There is a animated show coming out called Visions, which is essentially kind of like Halo Legends. Was it that right? Halo Legends, where it's like different people's different perspectives on Halo, but in this case it's different perspectives on Star Wars, and it's all that kind of stuff. There's going to be a Lando series that we don't know if it's anime or live action. I assume it's live action. And we don't know if like Donald Glover, Donald Glover's going to come back. And then we have, I'm probably going to butcher this. My handwriting in this is terrible because it's a lot of quick writing because they were going through these titles like very quickly. They're making a High Republic series, which is. Basically, it's like, what's that, 100, 200 years before even the events of The Phantom Menace. Like it's like the beginning of the Jedi. They're making that with the, I'm probably gonna butcher this, the Carrie, which is basically a Sith. We're making a bad guy show. You know, we're gonna have the point of view of one of the villains, a brand new villain in that era, and that's really cool. When it comes to movies and other Disney Plus stuff, we're going to get Willow. Well, we kind of knew that film. Indy 5 coming out in 2022 with James Mangold directing it. Which, you know, if you're not going to if you can't get Spielberg back, you know, get the guy who did Logan. That's kind of not bad, a bad replacement. And then the big one, the one that kind of did make me jump out of my seat, was a Rogue Squadron movie coming out in 2023, and of course we know about the Taika Waititi film. But this Rogue Squadron movie coming out in 2023, or at least set in 2023, is going to be directed by Patty Jenkins, who is the director of Wonder Woman, Monster, and of course this upcoming Wonder Woman 1984. So, everyone's like, I'm like, oh my god, she's doing Star Wars. Anyway, on the Disney side of things, like, you know, Disney Channel stuff, you know, they're doing Mighty Ducks, they're doing Turner to Hooch. They're doing I heard about this, like a year ago or something, or at least the beginning of the year, and that is them doing a Beauty and the Beast prequel show that will feature, which is set, well, it's a prequel, but it is around, Gaston and, it's Gaston and, Just Gad's character. It is set in the live action remake of the Beauty and the Beast film that came out a few years ago. So we're going to have that. There'll be a Swiss Family Robinson show. There'll be a Percy Jackson show that they announced a few weeks ago, a few months ago. They're making a Hocus Pocus 2. Okay. Halloween. It's Hocus Pocus 2, okay. Three Men and a Baby was there in 2022, Chicken by the Dozen. They're making an animated Night of the Museum. And then they jumped to film, which is Jungle Cruise, Clear. Clear's jumping, Clear's, which is a kind of a clear reveal with Emma Stone is going to be on Disney Plus along with Pinocchio with Tom Hanks as Geppetto. That's going to be on Disney Plus, and also Peter Pan and Wendy. So there's that. There's going to be a Lion King prequel, not a sequel, a prequel. So we'll see Star in his prime, and we'll see we'll see, Mufasa in his prime and all that kind of stuff. And of course, Little Mermaid, and they're making a Chip and Dale's movie. in a style of in a style of you know in the style of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is quite interesting. Then they announced like Sister Act 3 and that whole thing, and all of it was kind of neat. And then the Disney animated side, announced a couple of the animated stuff, a couple of shows that are connected to some of the Disney princesses. They're making a Tina show, they're making a Moana show, they're doing a Baymax show, they're doing a Zootopia show called Zootopia Plus, so they're doing that. None of them really grabbed me on the Disney animation side. I'm like, they're on a wall. I mean, they keep killing it every bloody aisle of the thing. I mean, so I'm looking forward to. There's one that is like a futuristic. It looks like young Wakanda, if you know what I mean. I can't remember the actual name of it at the top of my head. I just finished watching the press conference, so excuse me for a second. But so you've got that. Then you go to the Pixar thing, and they announced that Soul's coming out in a couple of weeks, and there's this and that, blah 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 blah. So there's that. But one of the films that's coming out in 2022 is a Buzz Lightyear movie. It's not a Toy Story movie. It's a Buzz Lightyear film, and they really expressed that, hey, when we were making Toy Story, we thought Buzz was a toy of like a franchise type film, like he was like a Buck Rogers type character. So we're seeing that movie kind of thing. And Buzz is not going to be voiced by Tim Allen. It's going to be voiced by Captain America himself, Chris Evans. Which I'm wondering how people are going to react. Not just hey, we like we like Cap. We like him as Captain America. We like Chris Evans, but Tim Allen is Buzz. Buzz is Tim Allen. Same as if you say let's do a Woody movie. You know what I mean? It's very weird. I will say this. I'm very weird that they're making more Cars. It's like, really? Really? We're going back to Cars? Anyway, they're making a Cars show. I get it. Make a random car and stuff some eyes and a mouth and it sells toys. I get it. It's weird. Now, I'm watching all this through so we can all gush about the Marvel stuff. Because the Marvel stuff is a holy shit of holy. Because 2021 is them dishing out these Disney Plus shows. Like after WandaVision, boom, here's Falcon Winter Soldier. After Falcon Winter Soldier, here's Loki. After Loki, here's Miss Marvel. Here's What If, and here's here's Hawkeye. They're dishing out these shows like candy, and also them announcing a couple of films. They did announce about Black Panther, what they're going to do with that. They are not going to recast Chadwick Boseman. They are going to rewrite. We'll have a new character in the mantle as Black Panther, and that's how they're going to do it. But the news of it is, there's some confirmation stuff like Ant-Man 3 and that, Captain Marvel 2. There's, that and this and this and this. Blade they're starting to work on Blade now, which of course we're all looking forward to and very excited about. It's a lot of pack with Marvel. Okay, I'm just going to, we've seen the trailers for these shows, but they announced that here's the thing, the film there's a lot of pack. They have released the trailers for the new trailer for WandaVision, a first look at Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki. I wouldn't lie, probably was the weakest out of the bunch. I think I just don't know what it is and what they're going for and all that kind of stuff. But I'm still gonna watch it. Falcon Winter Soldier looks like this Jason Bourne type film towards it. and all that, and of course, of that. Ant-Man and Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, that's what Ant-Man 3 is about. The confirmation that Chris Bell is going to be in, he's going to play Gore the God Butcher in Thor Love and Thunder. We got a What If trailer that's coming out in summer 2021, which I'm quite looking forward to. It's the concept of What If is, it's like, take an element in the Marvel movies, and it's like, what if it happened this way? Like, the first episode is about what if Peggy Carter became Captain America, or what happened if Beset picking up Peter Quill, they pick up T'Challa. Yeah, and he becomes Star-Lord. So if you get that kind of stuff, they're done Secret Invasion, which will lead up to the big crossover that we'll hear in theaters. It is a big bowl. It is a lot of stuff to talk about. And of course it's a lot of confirmation stuff. So Samuel Jackson is back as Nick Fury. Ben Mendelsohn from Captain Marvel returns as Swole Chaos in Captain Marvel's Marvel series original series Secret Invasion. Ironheart, they're making an Ironheart show. They're doing Armor Wars, which is basically a War Machine show. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. It's set in 2022. Stuff Star Wars. I want Iron Groot singing, Happy New Year for all these years. Plus, there's a show called Iron Groot. Pinocchio, 6 Act 3. The scissor wheel for Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel is just saying, hey, this is why we chose her, and why you should be excited about it. But the big one, holy shit, is finally, we are going to see the first family entering into the MCU. We are going to see the Fantastic Four entering into the MCU, and we will, and we already got a director for it. We got John Watts, who has directed the two MCU Spider-Man films, along with the third one. And he's going to direct it. It's just, I always felt that we were going to get Fantastic Four before X-Men, just because X-Men's a longer gap, and Fantastic Four, well, there isn't that much as a standard, and their job is, we know the last few Fantastic Four movies weren't the greatest. For some people, that's an understatement. Weren't the greatest, but this time it is going to be incredible. I'm not punning that thing what Disney already has. I'm probably missing something. Am I missing anything? This is insane. I mean, me as a Marvel fan, I'm very happy for next year, because I think about Black Widow is gonna be in theaters. I think they might do a premium access thing as they did what they're gonna do with Raya. That, or they're thinking it's May, vaccines are coming around, so there's that possibility of people might, because Black Widow is a possibility of $1 billion film. So, yeah, we might have to wait a little bit for the movies, but when it comes to the shows, they're coming out like fireflies. I know there's a lot in pack here. You can see me trying to get this stuff done and trying to wrap it through as much as you can. But comment below, what was the big announcement? What was the big thing that made you go, holy crap, they're doing this?